Hello Pokemon lovers and welcome to a brand new episode of Rating All Pokemon, where I, Hilda, rate a whole bunch of Pokemon each week. Hey, what's up? I have some Pokemon today to rate. That's what we do here, so I don't know why I announced that, but we do. It's 5 Pokemon. Some of them I like, some of them I don't. You know, that's how it always goes, to be honest. So let's just go. Let's start out with number 551. Sandile. Sandile is a small crocodile-looking Pokemon. It has a little mask that makes it look mischievous and, I don't know, like a bit of a criminal. It's a Pokemon that lives mostly in the desert. It, yeah, it just kind of swims around the desert. This Pokemon and all of its evolutions are sand swimmers, as I like to call them. They swim through sand, which seems difficult, but I guess they're pretty strong. What Sandile does is it swims around the desert. When it does that, only his little nostrils and his eyes are poking out, so you know it can still breathe. That's what it does. So now the reason it hides in the sand is obviously to catch prey, but also to regulate its temperature, because the sand is the right temperature for its body. Now, Sandile is, like I said, a bit mischievous, and it can be very nice to humans, but it's mostly very protective of its, let's call it a pack. It's a pretty hostile kind of Pokemon. Now, Sandile preys on Trapinch, which makes me kind of sad, because I kind of like Trapinch, and I don't like Sandile that much. So stay away from my Trapinch, boy. Weirdly enough, though, Sandile isn't a big hunter, so it usually just eats, you know, fallen Pokemon that have already been deaded in the sand. It's known as the cleaner of the desert. It's kind of contradictory because it says it preys on Trapinch, but then it says it's not a great hunter, so I don't really know what this is, but here's a fun Pokédex entry. Pokemon Moon says it conceals itself in the sand and chomps down on the legs of any prey that unwarily walk over it. Its favorite food is Trapinch. Don't walk over a Sandile, it will actually bite your leg off. That's not great. Don't want that. So Sandile is based on crocodiles and kind of on like robbers that are always wearing like a little mask in the cartoons, not really in real life. And it may also be based on the sandfish, which is like a desert skink lizard thing that can kind of swim through the sand. I give Sandile a 4 out of 5. At level 29, Sandile evolves into Krookodile. Now Krookodile is a bigger crocodile. It's still a crocodile, but it's bigger. Now it has developed a type of membrane over its eyes that makes it possible for it to look very far into the desert. And it also protects its eyes from the sand. Sandile's eyes aren't protected from the sand. That's a whole different story, I suppose. So this membrane serves as a kind of night vision. It's able to see heat in the desert, which is where everything's hot there, so good luck with that. Now, if Krokorok has had a successful hunt session, it will bury a bunch of its prey in the sand for later when it's less successful and still quite hungry. I can't imagine eating a meal filled with sand. Now, Krokorok seems to be based on the Baryonyx, which is a large type of crocodile kind of dinosaur. It was, not is, it doesn't exist anymore. It was like a fish-eating crocodile on 2 legs. I find Krokorok not that interesting out of the 3 Pokemon because it doesn't really change that much, so I give it a 3 out of 5. At level 40, Krokorok evolves into Krookodile. There's something in my throat, it might be sand. So Krookodile is a very aggressive crocodile type Pokemon. It looks like one of those anime villain type guys that have the big eye, like the pointy shades that are like cool rockabilly rocker criminals. I know the one of the Squirtles in the Squirtle squad had one, the leader. So yeah, these aren't sunglasses though, they are the membrane and has the ability to look super far into the distance and be able to catch his prey like that. Krookodile has jaws that are able to crush cars, and I've noticed that a lot of Pokemon have this ability. I don't know what it is about Pokemon and their obsession with crushing cars, but a lot of Pokemon can do that. It's kind of terrifying. Now, Krookodile is very aggressive and it is known to clamp down on any type of prey and not let go until it's fucking dead. Weirdly enough, Crocodile coexists with Flygon very well in the search of prey, even though it also preys on Trapinch, which is the child of Flygon. Weird. Pokemon Moon says, after clamping down with its powerful jaws, it twists its body around to rip its prey in half. Yuck. Now, Crocodile's also based on the Baryonyx, that big crocodile dinosaur type creature, and I feel like the difference between Crocodile and Krokorok isn't that big, and that's why I'm like a little bit about that. They're very similar, but I will give Crocodile a 4 out of 5 nonetheless. Next up is one of my favorite round boys. It's number 554, Darumaka. Now, Darumaka is a round... It's just a round boy. It's a fire type. It's very adorable, and it's been one of my favorite Pokemon for a while now, since I encountered one in Gen 5. I love that. It's so cute. It's a very active Pokemon, and when the flame inside it is burning at its highest power, it is uncontrollable and really hyper and just rolls and runs around like a crazy person. And when the flame shrinks or lowers, it falls asleep, and I think that's cute. It will like tuck in its arms and legs and just sway around like a little tumbler doll. I just can't deal with how cute Darumaka is. Darumaka also lives in the desert, where it hangs out with its big brothers. I will discuss those in a bit. Now, when it sleeps, its internal fire goes down to only 600 degrees Celsius. Pretty cold. Here's a fun Pokedex entry. Pokemon White says, Darumaka's droppings are hot, so people used to put them in their clothes to keep themselves warm. That's its poop, though. I'm not comfortable with that. Don't put poop in your clothes. It's very weird. Now here's a little, I guess, history on the origin of Darumaka and its evolution, Darmanitan. It's based on the Daruma doll. Now, you may have seen Daruma dolls around. They're these little red dolls. They're usually made out of paper. And the tradition with these guys is, at the beginning of the year, you buy a Daruma doll and you kind of set a goal for yourself. And these Daruma dolls have no eyes. Now, when you make this goal for yourself, you color in one of the eyes. When this goal has been achieved within the year, you color in its other eye. It's like a good luck token and kind of a reminder to yourself to, you know, achieve your goals. At the end of the year, at the temple, people will burn all of their Daruma dolls, which explains the fire type of both of these Pokemon, and start over again, buy new Daruma dolls, and set a new goal for themselves. And I think that's beautiful. Follow your dreams. Now, like I said, I'm a big fan of Darumaka. Its German name is Flampion, which comes from flame, and Lampion. Lampion is a lantern, and I think it's just a fun Flampion. 5 out of 5. At level 35, Darumaka evolves into Darmanitan, and Darmanitan is a badass ape Daruma doll that is really aggressive and really fiery and cool, and I love it. And number 555 is actually my lucky number. It's been in all of my phone numbers, so that makes it a lucky number, okay? 5 is my lucky number, is what I'm saying, and 555. Just love it. I love that one of my favorite Pokemon is number 555. I love it. Now, if Darmanitan has the ability Zen mode, it is able to go into Zen mode. When it has like lower HP, it goes into this meditative state, and it can stay in that state for a very long time. It turns blue, and what I just told you earlier about the Daruma dolls having no eyes, it looks like that, because, you know, the eyes are white. Don't color them in, though. It's a living creature, all right? Don't do that. I just really like the Zen mode Darmanitan. I don't know what it is about these Pokemon, but I just really think they're awesome. It becomes this kind of psychic Pokemon, and it gets the psychic type only when it's in Zen state. And instead of being aggressive and a big boy, it uses psychic powers to attack instead, and I think that's really cool. When Darmanitan is in its regular state, it is so strong and powerful that one of its punches can destroy a truck. Now again, destroying vehicles. What is this? What is this Pokemon? Now, Darmanitan in its regular state is most likely based on an ape, and again, the Daruma doll, but when it's in its Zen state, it might be based on the 3 wise monkeys, because it's covering its ears, its eyes have gone blank, and its mouth disappears. And I think that's really nice, but it may also be based on Daruma, which was a monk in the olden days, which was a guy who was able to get into this very intense meditative state. I think Darmanitan is really, really cool, and I don't think I'll ever have a party in a Unova game where I don't have these Pokemon, because I just love them. I love their backstory, and I give it a 5 out of 5. Who would have thought? Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed me being in this cloud, because I am so nice and comfortable right now. This is my new aesthetic. I'm in a cloud now. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please recommend my videos to your ancestors when you meet them ever in a shrine like Mulan. Like, if you meet them there, tell them to watch my videos. They will love them. I wish you all a very good week, and goodbye.